For months we have been hearing one question from the BJP ecosystem. Why are people dying only in Bengal? SIR to pura India mein chal raha hai. This line became their favorite WhatsApp forward. Like they have discovered some scientific proof. If someone dies in Bengal, it's TMC's fault. If someone dies in a BJP state, it's a national secret. Straight into the KGB files. And then reality happened. Reality is very inconvenient at times. It doesn't take permission from the IT cell handles. Because suddenly, BLOs did not just die in Bengal. They died in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and also Gujarat, like a grim national chain reaction. But let's start with Bengal, because that's where the ecosystem's drama began. That's the state they love to hate. When the first BLO collapsed in Bengal while verifying voter list, the IT cell immediately went and asked, why only in Bengal? Is Mamata Banerjee making them run marathons? When a Hindu man ended his life in Panihati, little outside Kolkata, leaving behind a note where SIR and NRC were scribbled, BJP asked, what's the proof that the letter is genuine? Went to the extent of calling it staged. When the first BLO died in Bengal, BJP said, oh, now every death will be linked to SIR because TMC wants to oppose it. Then came the second death, then the third, then the fourth. Their families, one after the other, alleged unimaginable work pressure without adequate training given by Election Commission of India. But for the ecosystem, this was prime content. देखो, बंगाल में काम नहीं करना चाहते हैं लोग. ये बंगाल की संस्कृति है और हम सुनार बांग्ला बनाएंगे. Yeah, because obviously, people dying of exhaustion, dying of heart attack, dying out of fear for BLO app are signs of laziness, right?
চাপে তো অতিরিক্ত ছিল লাস্ট কদিন এত চাপে ছিল যে ফোনে আর কথাও বলছিল না.
Meanwhile, in Bengal, thousands of BLOs were working double shifts, rushing door to door, sometimes collapsing in middle of the road. Yet in Bengal, 99.85% enumeration forms are distributed. 91.77% of those forms have been digitized. But the narrative was set. If you are a BLO and you die in Bengal, it's political. If you die elsewhere, it's coincidence. The liability media, the national media, only discussed Bengal, 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 Bengal.
Bengal, thank you. Bengal is in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons once again.
All are doing PhD on Bengal, while they don't even try hard enough to get D or E on other states. Death in Gujarat? Show me one channel that has reported this. अरे औकात में रहो, वो गुजरात है. बायोलॉजिकल लोगों का हिम्मत नॉन बायोलॉजिकल नहीं होना चाहिए. Death in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, not a single show or debate on any of the national channels. You know how many BLOs have died in Madhya Pradesh? 8. That's double the number of Bengal. You know how many BLOs have died in Gujarat? 4. In Rajasthan, 3 BLOs have died. One BLO from Jaipur ended his life, surrendered to the administrative pressure. Just 2 days back, one BLO collapsed in Dholpur, that too in Rajasthan. Show me one channel that has discussed these deaths. No debates. No nation wants to know. No one wants to ask the legitimate question. No one asking the hard facts, the hard questions. They double up their silence for double engine sarkars. And then, like a plot twist, no troll expected, a death happened in Uttar Pradesh, Moradabad. Sarvesh Singh, 46 years old, a BLO, a teacher. He left behind a video that India will never forget. A grown man choking on tears, whispering, "Mummy, I want to live. Mummy, मैं जीना चाहता हूँ. Please take care of my children."
मम्मी बच्चों का ख्याल रखो.
Yes, listen to it again. Mummy, मैं जीना चाहता हूँ. Tell me something. What laziness? What politics? What Bengal effect there? A man in Uttar Pradesh, BJP ruled Uttar Pradesh, said exactly what Bengal's BLOs were saying. I can't handle this pressure anymore. But this time, the ecosystem that was shouting suddenly behaved like a network outage. Buffering, 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 and absolute stoic silence. Sarvesh's video has an eerie connection with Rinku Torofdar, the BLO from Bengal Nodia, who left a note that shattered a family, a neighborhood, and every human being with little conscience left. She held Election Commission responsible for her fate. She couldn't handle the online work. She too wrote, "I wanted to live." BJP shouted that Mamata Banerjee's mismanagement killing BLOs. The propaganda was ready even before the funeral pyres cooled. But what about Sarvesh? This time, absolute silence? Let's talk about Election Commission, the chattan that speaks but doesn't move. And while all of this was happening, our Election Commission, the guardian of democracy, was busy giving motivational speeches. Remember Gyanesh Kumar? He said, "Main ek chattan hu, a rock. I will stand firm, protect voters, defend democracy." Great, but someone needs to tell him, a mountain is pointless if its own stones are crumbling and it doesn't even realize. BLOs are the rocks at the bottom. They hold the weight, they walk the lanes, they deal with angry households, missing documents, rain, heat, and harassment. And what protection did they get? Nothing, not even acknowledgement that BLOs were dying, no insurance. If the Election Commission was truly a rock, it would have stood with the BLOs, not on top of them. The BLOs are the foot soldiers, while Gyanesh Kumar, with his chattan-like silence, has proven that he is a boot officer.
आज चुनाव आयोग सबको स्पष्ट करना चाहता है कि चुनाव आयोग निडरता के साथ सभी गरीब, अमीर, बुजुर्ग, महिला, युवा सहित सभी वर्गों और सभी धर्मों के मतदाताओं के साथ बिना किसी भेदभाव के चट्टान की तरह खड़ा था, खड़ा है और खड़ा रहेगा.
So now that a man has died in Uttar Pradesh, I have one simple question for the IT cell. Will you ask why someone died in a BJP state, or did your outrage come with a state filter? They had the audacity to lecture Bengal on deaths. Fair enough. But when UP, Rajasthan, Gujarat reports similar tragedies, they treat those deaths like spam mail. No tweets, no hashtag, no questions, just silence, a silence louder than their lies. If shamelessness had a face, it would be this. Instead of a word of condolence, Election Commission of India had been sharing such posts of BLOs dancing videos. Literally, when people are dying, they're almost suggesting that these are BLOs too, who have succeeded in doing their jobs. In a way, suggesting or insinuating that those who are protesting or who have surrendered to the workload or who are no longer with us were incompetent. When Congress labelled one allegation after another on vote chori, Mr. Gyanesh Kumar had said, "Is it fair to release the videos of our women? Matao Behno ki video dikhana chahiye?" But Election Commission has no hitch in sharing videos of women BLOs dancing. क्या अपनी माताओं, बहू, बेटियों सहित किसी भी BLO की वीडियो ऐसे शेमलेस PR के लिए चुनाव आयोग को साझा करनी चाहिए? Well, my tone did not match with that of our chattan, but भावनाओं पे जाइए. The final word. Sarvesh's last line. माँ, मैं जीना चाहता हूँ. Mummy, I want to live. Take care of my children. Is not UP's tragedy. It is India's tragedy. Every BLO death is a tragedy that India should never forget. It is the tragedy of a system that demands superhuman work from ordinary people, BLOs, teachers, contractual workers, without giving them rest, safety, or dignity. It is the tragedy of an election commission that boasted about being a rock, but forgot that rocks don't cry, people do. And BLOs are crying across Bengal, across UP, across India. The question is, will the nation listen before more names turn into statistic, or will we wait for another video of a man begging for his life? Remember, dear Sir, SIR, dear Mr. Chattan, silence isn't competence, that's cowardice. Jai Hind, Satyamev Jayate.